Hello friends. So welcome to the new series of Frontend System Design. So I am creating this series because I have seen many of the YouTube series is only dealing with the backend system designs. It's not regarding any front end. But we have seen day to day the front end is also getting complicated, and also the interview style is changing. Nowadays it's not only about the data structure or algorithm or any some lead code problem. The more you gain experience, the more they need some system design and some advanced level of concept. So I am creating this series keeping in mind that you can crack any of the system design interview in the front end side, and I will make sure you can learn each and everything from scratch in free. So let's explore what we are going to learn in this series. And just one request, friends, if you like this series, if you like this syllabus, press the like button and subscribe button. Keep your comment below. It will give me more positive vibe to make more videos and to present to you all. So let's see. So in the front-end system design, what we are going to learn. So it will be a extensively huge course. Like it will contain each and everything from scratch. So let's see. So what we are going to see? We are going to see how to scale, how to use the complexity. Okay, like from the SPA, if you move to micro-frontends, edge rendering, what are the different scenarios and how the complexity increase for that. And this is basically career focused course. So basically you can be of any senior engineer, staff engineer, principal roles, anything can be that. So, and one thing guys, this is not for any fresher who is going to learn front end. Okay. And also I will try to cover the interview questions which is asked in the FANG or any product based companies. So who is this course for? This course is basically expecting you guys should have at least knowledge on this HTML, CSS, or JavaScript ES6, the new ES6 features like the promise, async await, DOM behavior, and the basic browser behaviors, basic HTTP and Git fundamentals. And also in this course, we are going to introduce Angular and React, but I hope you guys knows the Angular and React, but we will cover that. But yeah, not from the scratch. It will be advanced level. So what are the core framework for the system design, front-end system design? I have built this syllabus based on these foundations. So what are the concepts that we are going to explore in this course? That is, we will see the foundation. So we will make sure you have each and every foundation for the front-end system design. Then how to architect, then how to do the system design, how to think about scaling your application, then how to make the reliability. We will see the security factor, then some advanced patterns, then some real interview questions, and what are the principles that we must follow. So I have divided this course in 9 modules. Okay. So in module 1, what we are going to see? We are going to see these concepts. So one is the browser architecture and front-end runtime. So here we will see about the browser architecture, rendering pipeline, how the DOM is created, what is render tree and what is the use of that. Then the style, paint, composite, and how it affect the performance, critical rendering part. Then the thread, GPU, and many more things. Okay, and how it implications in React and Angular. Then we are going to see the HTTP networking and the basic concepts that is required for every system design interview. Then here we are going to also see the CORS, pre-flight, compression, all the concepts that are required. Then we are going to see browser storage and client side state. I hope you guys know many of these things, but I will again explain this to you. So here we are also going to see some advanced concept like the IndexedDB, then service workers, then what are the storage trade-offs, okay, and what is offline first architecture. Then we are going to see the web performance engineering. So here we are going to see the LCP concept, CLS concept, what are the core web vitals, okay, then how to do bundle optimization, code splitting, lazy loading, resource prioritization, preloading and free-fetching, all those things performance we are going to see here. Then in the next unit, we are going to see different rendering strategies. So in the rendering strategies, I think you guys have heard about the Next.js, right? Which is basically have the server-side rendering. like that, what are the different rendering strategies we have, we are going to explore it here. Then it again, in the rendering strategies, we have this partial hydration, streaming. Okay, we are going to see all these concepts and the terminologies. Then we are going to start module 2. But let me tell you one thing, guys. The module 2, I will do it in a later section, because as I know, in module 2, most of you are either from the React background or Angular background, or maybe both. So here I will, after I explain you all the concept of the system design, everything, then I will come to this module 2. So there I will specifically tell what are the different things in React and Angular you can specify. Why I am doing this? Because if I start doing this React, the Angular guy may think that this is React, why should I learn this? Or if I do Angular, any of the React guys will think this is Angular, why should I learn this? So I will make this module 2 at the end of the course. So here we are going to see what are the different architecture and the advanced concept of React. Same for the Angular, and also the latest Angular, where I am going to show you the signals and the other latest feature also. Then state management and architecture in both Angular and React we are going to see. And then the data fetching and the API architecture. So this will be a common, but yeah, I will show you both in React and Angular. Then these are the common concepts: pagination, infinite scrolling, optimistic update, and retrying strategy. So this I will show you. Like for example, in retry strategies in React, I will show you how you can build your own custom retry strategies, and also using the can stack query. And in Angular, I will show you also how you can create your own custom decorator for retry strategies, or you can use the signal for that, or the RxJS operator. Then we will show you the component and the design and scale. So here we are going to see how to create the reusable components, what are components, how to design systems. Okay, then we are going to integrate storybooks and many more things. So in module 3, guys, I will show you the front-end system design. From here, basically, the intermediate and the advanced level is starting. So here, what we are going to see. So here also there are 4 units. So the first unit, that is the unit 11. Here we are going to see the front-end system design fundamentals, where we'll see how to require gathering. Okay, how to gather the requirements. What are the functional requirements? What are the non-functional requirements? How to do capacity estimation, how to do the architecture diagram, the data flow, like for example, from one component, the data is flowing to another component, how will you do that? What are the trade-offs? How to identify the bottlenecks? Okay, so those we are going to see. Then in the next module, we are going to see, or sorry, the next unit, we are going to see the large-scale front-end architecture, where we are going to see the application layers, like how you can segregate your application on folder, like based on the logic, data, like those. Then feature-based architecture, then domain-driven front-end, then what are the dependency boundaries, how to do the shared infrastructure, how you can do modular architecture, and the monorepos concept. Then in the next unit, we are going to see the micro-frontend. Okay, so in the micro-frontend, I will give you the basics of micro-frontend, why we need micro-frontend, what are the terminologies used in micro-frontend, for example, the module federation, then what is runtime composition, and the shared dependencies. And also we are going to see how to do the routing, communication, deployment, failure isolation, like this. So micro-frontend, I will mostly try with React, and also I will try to do it in the Angular also. Then in the next unit, we are going to see design system. So in the design system, we are going to see design tokens, component libraries, theming, accessibilities, versioning, governance, many more things. So where we need this design system, guys? So this design system is needed. Suppose you are creating your own custom library, UI library. I will give you an example, that is the Angular material, or the React material also you can think. The material library is basically based on this design system, where we'll have some design token, right? Because you can customize your theme also, dark theme, light theme, or the different theming concept. How you can do that, we are going to see this in the design system. Then in the unit 15, what we are going to do, we are going to do a capstone project. So here we are going to build an architecture. Okay, the overall shape, basically what are the component boundaries, the API layer, the state management, caching, performance, error handling, and the deployment strategies. So here, up to here, if you go to any interview, you will have some basic understanding of the system design and you can answer the questions. Now in the module 4, we are going to see the advanced performance and the scalability. Here also we have different units. So here we are going to see in unit 16, basically JavaScript and the rendering performance. Okay. So basically what will happen, because JavaScript is a single thread, right? What will happen if we are going to do many tasks in a single thread? How we can optimize that? That we are going to see. What we are going to do with some long task. Okay, basically that means a long task that is basically going to block the entire thread. Then the event loop implications. Then what are the rendering bottlenecks? What is layout thrashing, memory pressure, and the performance profiling. Then in the next unit, we are going to see the web workers and what are parallelism. Here we are going to see the concept of web workers, shared workers, everything. Then in the next unit, we are going to see some advanced caching. So in the browser, how we can cache, how to cache in the HTTP level, how to cache in the CDN level, or what is applications cache, all these type of things we are going to see here. Then in the next unit, we are going to see the virtualization. So virtualization is basically, suppose you have 10,000 or millions of data that you wanted to display in a single page. So rendering that will be a very messy, right? Your page will get stuck, okay, or your browser will hang. So how to display that long data? That is basically the virtualization. Okay, here we are going to see the virtual list, what is windowing, how to do infinite scrolling, how to manage the memory, what are the DOM limitations, how to render a large table, and we are going to see that in both Angular and React. Then in the next unit, we are going to see the front-end observability. So here basically we are going to see how we can log in the front end, what are the different metrics we need to see, how to do real user monitoring, okay, what is correlation ID, this is very important, and how to do performance monitoring. All this type of observability we are going to see. In the next module, we are going to see the reliability and the resilience. So here we are going to see the error handling. So if we are going to create some PW application, that is the offline first application, how we are going to check that, everything we are going to see here. So here we are going to see the different error handlings. Okay, so like the error boundaries, if the network failures happen, what you will do, how to handle a global error handling, all these type of things. Okay. Then we are going to see the resilient front-end architecture. What is this? Suppose if you are trying to call one API, but that API get failed. So how you can basically make sure that API is called again? So basically that is the retry mechanism. Then what is exponential backoff? What is circuit breakers? What is request cancellation? So basically request cancellation is like whenever we are typing something, right? Suppose we are typing or searching something in the Google search. So if we search like Paris, Paris, so it will call API with every keystroke, right? So basically we need to cancel the previous request. How we can do this? All we are going to see it here. Then we are going to see the offline first application. So here basically the concept of PWA comes, and the main concept here will be the service worker and the index DB. And then we will also explore the complex concept also, like the synchronization, then background syncing, all those things we'll see here. Then in unit 24, we are going to see the real-time front-end system. Here we are going to see mostly on the WebSocket and the server-side events, but we are also going to see the long coding, reconnection, and how the real-time state synchronization work. Then in the unit 25, basically we are going for the second capstone project, where we will see the real-time updates, offline support, conflict resolution, WebSocket architecture, and the scalability. Then we are going in the module 6, and the module 6 will mainly handle about the security, and this is a very important section. Here in unit 26, we are going to see the web security fundamentals, which will cover the XSS, CSRF attack, click-jacking, CSP, same origin policy, core security, and the secure headers. Then we are going to see the authentication architecture. Okay, so basically how we can use session, what is OAuth 2, what is OIDC, how to create a token rotation, what is access and refresh token, all these type of concepts. Then we are going to see the authorization and multi-tenant front-end. So here basically the role-based access control, then the permission models, route protection, everything we are going to see. Then we are going to see the supply chain and the front-end security. Here basically we are going to see the npm ecosystem, the dependency vulnerabilities, like we will audit the npm package. Okay, how to audit an npm package, how to fix that audit, everything we'll see this. Then we'll see the log files, csp concept, how to secure the CI/CD, everything. Then after that in unit 30 we'll do a design a security enterprise SaaS frontend, which will cover most of the concept that we have learned till now. Then coming to the advanced section, in module 7 we are going to see the advanced architecture pattern. The first one is the event driven frontend architecture. Okay, so like how you can communicate between two micro frontend, what is the pub sub mechanism, what is event bus, that we are going to see here. Then we are going to see the frontend API gateway. Okay, so basically here we'll see the Nginx concept, GraphQL gateway, Nginx gateway, these type of concepts. And we are also going to see backend for frontend. Okay, so basically we'll create some backend application that will help as a gateway. We can create an Express.js application or a fast API application, any backend application. Then we'll learn about the edge computing and the modern web architecture. Okay, so this is a latest concept and it may not be asked in many interviews, but for your concept I will show you this also. Then we are going in depth in the PWA application. Then we are going to design a global scale social media front-end system. Then in module 8 we are going for the senior level preparation. Okay, so here comes mostly the interview preparation section, guys. So here basically what we will do, suppose if any system design interview they will give, like design a Slack system. So what are the first things you need to think? Like gathering the requirements, what are the constraints, what will be the architecture, what will be the overall architecture, what will be the data flow, how you can think about the performance, the reliability, the security, and the trade-offs. So basically whatever you have learned till now, all the concepts will be applied here. So here we'll design a YouTube or Netflix like application. Then we'll design an Instagram like application. Then Google Docs or Figma. Then Amazon or a e-commerce application. Then Slack or Discord Live application. And then if time permits, I will also show you Google Map or any map related application. Okay, how you can think about the system design. Then in the last module, basically it's the principal architect level. So here basically this is a little bit theory based, but yeah, you need to know this, like what are the architecture trade-off, okay, like how you will scale this, what will break first, where are the bottlenecks, all the things it will be shown here. Then cost and scalability engineering. Okay, what is the CDN cost, what is the API cost, what is the bundle cost, you need to know everything. As a principal architect, you need to know every of this concept. Then multi-region front-end architecture. Okay, so how to use the global CDNs, how to do the geo routing. Okay, for example, like suppose there are many healthy region, right? Like suppose AWS CDN are many places, but to sending the user to the nearest health region, how to do that? We'll see this in the geo routing. Then disaster recovery, all these things. Then we'll see the monorepo and platform engineering. So here the most important concept is the NX or the turbo repo concept, and then how to do a shared library, dependency graph, all these things. Then we'll go for the front-end developer platform. Then in the unit 48, we'll see the architecture review, like what are the scalability problems, what are the security vulnerabilities, what is performance bottlenecks, coupling, everything. Then in the unit 49, we'll go through a full senior principal level system design interview. Okay, so what I will do, I will give you some scenarios in one video. I will show you how a real principal level system interview will go on, and if possible I will also conduct some dummy interview with you all, guys. You can register there. So in the final capstone project, what we are going to see, as a principal architect level, how to do the architecture, technology choices, API architecture, state architecture, performance, then the security, observability, reliability, cost, scalability, and organizational boundaries. So we are going to cover every aspect of a front-end system design here. So what you will walk away with it. So at the end of this series, guys, so for example, you will have a 3 capstone architecture project, a senior level vocabulary. So if any terminology in the interview they will ask, 80 to 90% vocabulary I will cover in this series. Then you will have the cross domain fluency. You will not only think about the coding perspective, you will think about the performance, security, how to scale everything together. So this is the full roadmap, guys. First, we'll see the browser fundamentals, then the networking and storage, then the performance, then React and the Angular architecture. After that, the state and data architecture, then front-end system design, micro-frontends, reliability and security, distributed front-end system design, principal level architecture, and real interview simulation. So that's it, friend. I hope you will like this roadmap. If you like this course and if you want to continue or you wanted to encourage me, guys, then please subscribe this video, like this, comment in this video, and for any resource you can pick me, I will share you that. So in the next class we are going to start this series, guys. Hope you will join this. Thank you, friends.